All right, guys. Charlie again, StogieReview.com. Little impromptu interview. We're here with Michael Giannini from La Gloria Cubana, who's here to support Rick Rodriguez in the CAO OSA Sol Tour. Kind of just bumped into him. He agreed to talk to us a little bit. I don't have any questions planned, but let's just see how it goes. So, Michael, thanks for talking to us. Tell us, what's going on with La Gloria these days, new cigars. What are you guys doing?
So first, thanks for having me on. I didn't expect to do this, but I'm glad I'm doing it. The latest cigar that we launched at the IPCPR in July in New Orleans was La Gloria Cubana Artesanos Retro Especial. That's a long word for packaging and cigars that we came out with. So with the cigar, we came out with this retro. Sorry, I don't have the band on it because I've been smoking these cigars and they're launching this week. The idea behind the cigar 2 years ago, I posed this to my guys, Gary Scheer and my guys in the factory, and the idea was we all know 70% of the flavor comes from the wrapper. I said, how do we turn that? How do we get 70% of the flavors from the fillers and binders and 30% from the wrappers? So we tried wrapper after wrapper after wrapper after wrapper, and this year we saw this beautiful Honduran Connecticut wrapper. And what the wrapper is a crossbreed that General Cigar created. We took a Connecticut seed and we crossbred it with Honduras and we grew it in Honduras. And what you get from this wrapper is a beautiful golden brown wrapper. And what this does is gives you a ton of aroma and bouquet. The fillers and binders, we use a double binder, which is Nicaraguan and Mexican, and then we put proprietary Dominican and Nicaraguan fillers. And what happens when you smoke the cigar, 70% of the flavors come up from the fillers and binders, and the wrapper allows that to be pushed even further. So you get 30% from the wrapper. And if you guys don't believe me, smoke a little bit of it, peel a little bit of the wrapper off, and you'll see that the blend doesn't diminish, it actually remains the same. You lose a little bit of the aroma, but the cigar continues the consistency of the blend. It's never been done before. It's a very unique paradigm shift in the cigar industry, but that's what we like to do at La Gloria. And the packaging is a 10-year project that I've been working on. It was 2 humidors that I sold in our factory in Miami from the late 90s cigar boom. I didn't know who the artist was, so I wanted to create some packaging. And literally for 10 years, every year I'd pick up this project and put it aside because I wasn't feeling it. I know it sounds crazy, but it was driving me nuts, and I continued to do this. Last year I started talking to myself, and I'm like, this isn't a good thing. So I literally sat down with this great agency that I work with, and I said, this is what I want to try to design. So unfortunately, we don't have the boxes here, but if you go to our website, lagloriacigars.com, you'll see the boxes on there. Each box has its own look, and it's an homage to the Art Deco period in Miami. It's also an homage to pieces of the La Gloria boxes over the course of 40-some years. So I've taken elements like cigar blanks, guarantee seals. We exploded the lady on the box. Very unique packaging. It's also a collector series. So I hope you like the cigars. I hope you like the packaging. Collect all 4 of them because they're pieces of art, I think. And the cigar is just an amazing cigar. So I give credit to my guys in the DR.
Okay, so tell me what you got here. We grabbed off the shelves here at Davidoff Cigars.
So this is the La Gloria Cubana Artesanos de Abelasco. And what this is, if you can see it, it looks kind of like the Washington Monument.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay? And the idea behind this cigar, there's a monument in the Dominican Republic called Heroes of the Restoration. And I've driven by it a couple hundred times. And 2 years ago, we were down in the factory driving in, and I went to the factory, and I'm like, guys, I want to make a cigar that looks like the monument. And they looked at me with 5 heads, and I'm like, no, let's make this cigar. So I literally drew a bad sketch of what I wanted to create. And I said, guys, next time I come back here, I want you guys to make this cigar. So I came back 2 months later. They had the cigar and they had a mold, but the mold was made out of wood. So one of the guys in the factory actually made it in his garage. The problem was we hadn't smoked the cigars, nor did we know if we could replicate the molds. That was a problem. So first piece is, can we make a cigar that basically you're taking that pyramid and squeezing it 4 sides so it draws? So Gary Scheer and his master rollers there, they are actually able to achieve that. The second part was trying to get the mold made. And I got a call right before our trade show, 3 months before our trade show, and they were in a panic, like, nobody knows how to make this mold. We got the PhD engineer in the mold company working on this, and I started laughing. They're like, Michael, why are you laughing? This is serious. And I'm like, I hear patent. So the next piece to this, and I'll get back to that, the next piece to this is let's make a box. So I went to our master box maker, Eduardo de Prat, and I said, you see how beautiful these cigars just fan out? I want to make a half moon box, and I want the cigars to sit in there. And he's like, oh, you're crazy. I don't know how we're going to do this. End result is we got beautiful packaging. I mean, this is to me almost a piece of art, and this is really a tribute to our people in the factory in the Dominican Republic, between our rollers, our master blenders, our box people, that we're able to achieve this. So right before our trade show this year in July, we have a patent on Artesanos de Abelasco. So I'm really proud of what our group did.
All right, so we're grabbing more La Gloria stuff off the shelf here. What do you got here, Michael?
All right, this is La Gloria Cubana Syrian. And the idea behind this cigar was to create an old Nicaraguan cigar that you could smoke any time of day. And what you have here is an old Nicaraguan filler and binder with a capa oscura, is what we call it. It's a very dark Nicaraguan wrapper that we use. And the idea behind this cigar was to put it in a cool box, and I've always loved hexagonal boxes. And the idea behind this was that you could actually stack the cigars in different pieces, so it actually acts as its own humidor. So what I recommend you do, if you buy a box, take the cellophane off and just put the cigars back in there in all the different angles, because you get a ton of airflow in there, and just put a humidity stick in there, and you got a natural humidor. The piece that really drew my factory crazy was the end on this cigar. And this was an idea that I had, if you can see that I wanted to bling out a cigar. Literally, and my first thought was diamonds, but I don't have any connections with De Beers, and this cigar would be like $10,000 a piece. So I said to my guys, hey, why don't we cut out an end out of tobacco and apply it to every cigar? Easier said than done, because what ended up happening when I was in the factory after our trade show last year is when we released this, we went into the packing area, and they're like, you need to see how we're putting the ends on. There were two ladies sitting there that had ends all over the tables. I had them in their face and in their hair, and I'm like, oh my God, look at the beast I just created. We had over 250,000 cigars sitting in our aging room getting ready to get packed and put into the marketplace, but we had to apply ends to them. Two ladies in one day were only able to do 1,000 cigars. That was a problem. And I had agita, so I had to walk out. The next day I had to do this every day, and it looked like bunnies, because every day there were more and more ladies sitting there putting ends on. And the end result was, it's very unique. And the idea was, if you take the cigar, if you take the band off the cigar, you still know what you got.
Exactly.
And it was just very unique. And this is a piece of Connecticut shade tobacco.
Okay.
So when you smoke the cigar, you'll get a little pop of flavor when you smoke over the end.
Okay, interesting.
And this is the other cigar. We also got a patent on this in July of this year.
Racking them up.
Yep, so that's two for us.
Look at you. Cigar maker and inventor.
My team, not just me.
All right. Well, thanks, Michael.
Thank you, Charlie.
All right. So now we got the two guys together, Rick Rodriguez from CAO and Michael Giannini from La Gloria, old friends, together again.
We're not friends, we're brothers. Ricky is my Cuban brother. And we've known each other for almost 15 years. We've always had a connection. We were lucky to work together 2 years ago. And to see Ricky, what he's doing with OSA is just spectacular. And when he first gave me the blend he was working on, it blew me away. I'm like, Rick, bro, you're amazing. And he helped design you designed the packaging on the OSA. Which is just fantastic. So I'm here because I wanted to see Ricky. I haven't seen him in a while, and I might drive up just to come out and hang out with this guy. If you haven't met Ricky, you'll fall in love with him like everybody else does, in a guy kind of way. He's one of the most passionate guys I've ever met in the industry, and his knowledge of tobaccos is unbelievable. He's also working on becoming the first cigar master, U.S. cigar master, which is unheard of. And, you know, right 7 years ago, you started this process.
It's unbelievable. To work with Michael for the last 7 years has been a joy, but together, leaving La Gloria was so hard for me because my passion for La Gloria was unbelievable, but the opportunity to take over CEO was huge, and Michael wished me luck and fired me after the Series N launch, but I owe this guy so much, and I love him so much.
And I love you too. Right? But the thing about the Cigar Master, right? 7 years ago, he started down this path. I mean, everybody in our company saw this, and what we've done at General Cigar is we've taken all our resources and put it behind Ricky to create. And his first creation was his Artesanos Tabaqueros, which was 2 blends, 2 flavors, 2 distinct tastes that Ricky came up with this crazy idea, and he put it together, and it just took off in the marketplace. And that was his first masterpiece, and OSA's his second masterpiece, besides the Syrian and Novelesco that you worked on. But I can't wait to see what Ricky's working on next. He keeps shooting me samples, and I'm like, man, these are unbelievable. So, if you love CAO, it's become my favorite cigar. OSA has become my super favorite cigar next to La Gloria. If you haven't tried it, try it. And then hopefully, next year, 2012, Ricky's going to be a full-fledged cigar master, which means that he's going to get blessed by Johnny Diaz, Benji Menendez, who next year will be 60 years in the industry, Yuri Guillen, Francisco Rodriguez. Edwin in Honduras, Edwin Guevara, and Ramon Bueso. These guys are masters in what they do in our factories, and can't wait.
What an honor. Thank you so much for
All
your
right.
time.
Well, thanks for talking to us, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, Charlie back with some more video here at the CAO OSA Sol Tour event at Davida Cigars in Annapolis. Now we're with Gary Scheer, who is an event manager, I guess, for CAO. So, Gary, thanks for taking a couple minutes to talk to us. Tell us about what you do with CAO.
Absolutely. I travel the country, mainly on the East Coast, managing all different events for CAO and for General Cigar. So I started a little over 5 years ago, and I love it. It's an awesome job. I get to travel the country and work at great events. We go to a lot of retail shops. We do a lot of larger fairs and festivals, and we have great time smoking lots of great cigars like the new CAO OSA. So.
Yeah, you were telling me about some of the events that you've been to recently that I was kind of jealous about.
The
yeah.
Playboy golf tournaments.
Yeah, getting paid to play. Were you playing with models, or what was playing golf with models, or what?
We had two playmates that were on our hole for most of the day that were actually sampling cigars with me, so I got to work with some great playmates. We had a lot of fun smoking cigars, and they actually smoked too.
So you're giving away a contest where people can take your job for a week or something? Or?
Sure. You can come out and work with me for the week.
That would be cool.
But yeah, we were just at the Playboy golf tournament in New York, and now we've got one this weekend in Boston too.
That is a hard life.
So it is a hard life. So, and we've got an event on Saturday at the Belmont racetrack in New York.
Oh, great.
So,
cool. All right, well, thanks.
That's where I'm heading tomorrow. So.
Sounds good. All right, thanks, Gary. Thanks for talking with us.
Absolutely. Thank you for your time.